talking about one group, right? I'm not talking just about race. I'm not talking just about age. I'm talking about everybody. Like, how do you connect with people better? I'm very passionate about this. I think we're in a time in the world where people just aren't connecting. And usually that is probably the easiest answer, is just really stepping into people and listening and talking to them. So hopefully by the end of this, you're going to be able to have some better conversations with your neighbor. So are you ready? Okay, let's get going. This is a little delayed. I don't think the PowerPoint's ready, but we're ready here. Okay, so what am I grateful for? So I like that question. So this is a picture of my grandma. You could probably find her in that picture. If you can't, then let me know, or we could talk afterwards and I could point her out to you. But so my grandma's 93 years old, and I'm so grateful for her. She has been an inspiration. So this is my grandma and all of her coworkers, okay? And this picture was taken in the 1960s. And so my grandma, she's obviously 93, and she kind of limps around sometimes. And one of the things that she shared with me when she gave me this picture is that some of these women still visit her, right? She was a lunch lady, as we would call it. She worked at an elementary school for many years. That's what she did. She retired doing that. She loved the kids, and she loved the people, okay? These people would have barbecues. She knew their children. She knew their grandchildren. I knew their grandchildren. The reason why I'm sharing this is because, wow, aren't we making culture really complicated? She loved her workplace because she was included. No one looked like her, right? But people talked to each other and people hung out. And so the reason why I'm talking about this is because I get perplexed when I talk to her about this, and she always thinks we're overcomplicating things in the world. And so I agree with her. And the reason why I agree with her is because I have a true story. So like I said, I'm also a coach. And one of my clients, I'm going to call her Tanisha, okay? And Tanisha got hired for a company that has been consistently ranked as a top culture in the world, okay? She was stoked, all right? Tanisha has a PhD. She's a data scientist, and she was going to be the first person to lead digital insights on the marketing team of this organization. Stoked, okay? I knew Tanisha because I knew when she was making a career shift, she was going to move from academia into tech, and she successfully did it. And she went through a boot camp, tech boot camp, data science boot camp. In this company, very excited. She's leading this team. 1 month in, I meet with her. We're chatting, and she is so excited. She finds out that they're going to merge her team with the customer service team. So she is going to be able to have even more resources and really make this work. So she is stoked. She had a big win in talking about this. She was able to promote someone that had been kind of faltering in the company. And everybody was hats off to Tanisha, okay? So let's fast forward 3 months in. I see Tanisha, and I said, Tanisha, hey, you don't look like your regular self. What's going on? She looked like she hadn't combed her hair. She looked like she had just gotten out of bed. And that's not Tanisha, right? Tanisha's very sharp. She dresses really well. That's something she does. And she said, you know what, Tanya? I had something happen at work today. I said, what? And she said, well, my boss wants me to absorb someone on my team that has no experience in data science. And he basically wants me to take her because, you know, she's young, she has a lot of potential. I'm actually really concerned. You know, I'm trying to build a new function here. So I told him, I expressed my concerns to him, and he told her, it's your choice. You do whatever you want, okay? I'm gonna empower you to make the right decision, okay? So Tanisha decides to make the decision that she's going to make this person apply for the job, okay? And she makes this decision. She makes it courageously, and things are quiet for a little while. And then I see her again 6 months later, and she is looking for a job. I mean, she basically, her boss told her that he didn't trust her because she made a decision that went against his recommendation, even though he recommended that she make the decision. It's obviously a command and control culture. She didn't realize that. She thought that this was a culture where she could make these types of decisions. In the background, also her team, she's struggling with them. They think she's too private, okay? She is a person that, like I said, she's a data scientist, she's brainy, she's an introvert. We were working on some different approaches she could do with her team to be able to connect with them, but her team wanted her to go out with them every night and have cocktails and hang out with them. And if she wasn't doing that, she was being private. All right, she's being cagey. And so she ruined the trust with her team, and there was really no recourse. When she went to her boss to help, no one could help. This was a culture, right? This was a culture that no one told her about. Okay, so we're gonna keep talking about Tanisha throughout, but I want everybody to take out a pen and a piece of paper, and I want you to write down one action that you would take next with Tanisha.